What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to listen to some new music from Lil Terrestrial, actually. As you can see, he is in the chat above me. He's given me some information on this new song that he's dropped. This is currently, I'm reacting to it on Tuesday, but it actually drops Friday, and that's when this video drops. So, you know, I'm getting a chance to listen to it beforehand, but this song has officially dropped today. I will leave a link to it in the description of this video on YouTube. Yeah, so if you're interested in the clips that I play here in this actual video, but you want to listen to the entire song, you can feel free to check out the link in the description and support Lil Terrestrial. I've heard a couple of his songs before. I believe we actually have a reaction to one of his projects on the channel as well. Just a fantastic producer, and the fact that he produces on FL Mobile is just like mind-blowing to me. The quality of music that he's able to produce on his phone is just really, really insane. So, like I said, everyone, including myself, but everyone in the chat is also getting a chance to listen to this early. You could have been here if you followed me on Twitch, so be sure to do that. The link is also in the description. And I'm sure Lil Terrestrial is itching to hear our thoughts on it. And so real quick before we jump into the music, let me just give a quick shout out to the people who were involved in the creation of this track. I believe the person who is performing is the NAIT SIRK. And it's produced by Men in Black, which is a producer duo consisting of Lil Terrestrial and Smeb. So it's the three of them. It's Lil Terrestrial, Smeb, and the NAIT SIRK involved in this song. And I believe, if I get the chat off screen here, I'm assuming that these three in the cover art are probably them lost in this, you know, this forest of trees with eyes on them. So that's, you know, biblically accurate angels for you guys. So with that said, Lil Terrestrial, thank you so much for supporting the channel for as long as you have been. I'm really excited to jump into the song, man. And let's check this out. So let me restart this actually, because I believe, you know, SoundCloud starts playing music as soon as you open up the page. So I think we were a second in. I recognize this sample. Where do I know it from? Is it a Logic song that I recognize this from?
Shifting focus, splitting to comatose, and Mr. Brody in psychosis, taking up the crazy trips, say no way loaded.
Yeah, I believe Logic flipped it faster, or probably Six produced it. This is slower, really smooth. Like Whoa. Yeah, Like Whoa by Logic.
I just need a little moment. Yeah, I just need a little moment.
6ix9ine.
They roll through the eye, from the throat, feel the grit. That's your bow, cut a slip. Gotta hold it together. You hate to see that you better.
Do you hear what he's doing with the synths too? These arcs are crazy. Beyond the really cool drum pattern. I like the background vocals too. It does remind me a little bit of Redville's style, yeah. I think it's the delivery, the way his voice actually sounds. Oh, cool little effect there too. Lil Terrestrial, I also like the little effects that you put on the beat there towards the outro, dude. I was gonna say, yeah, Vlarity said that the performance actually reminds us of Redville, and I would agree. I think my only complaint would maybe be how easy, you know, to understand the main vocals are. I feel like maybe they get drowned out just a little bit by the beat at some parts. So I don't know if volume would have done the trick, but maybe just EQing, you know, boosting some of those higher frequencies so that the vocals are maybe a little clearer, or maybe some compression on the vocals. You know, there's a bunch of different ways that you might be able to fix that. I mean, volume is, you know, an easy, obvious one, but then you can also run the risk of overpowering every other thing going on in the song, and maybe even muddying up the mix there. So I think in general, vocal clarity could be sought after a little bit on this, but again, there are some people who just go for that sound, you know, and maybe sounding lost in the beat can sometimes be a genuine artistic choice, and I obviously don't know, you know, what was going on in these three guys' heads when they were making the song, but if that is an artistic choice, then you know you hit the nail on the head. But I do really enjoy the NAIT SIRK's delivery on this, and I think that you and Smeb actually really did a great job on this beat too. I love the sample flip. I love that it's a little slower. You can tell that it's the same sample from Like Whoa, you know, from that Logic used, but it doesn't sound at all like, you know, that you're trying to copy that sound or that song or anything. It definitely feels like it's slower. It feels a little more soulful. The drum patterns are a little slower. They're still really, really bouncy. The drums have this really filtered, crunchy kind of a feeling to them. I love what you were doing with the synths in the background. Those arpeggios were just really, really cool and kind of like glitchy sounding, contrasted with the soulful, kind of more grounded elements in this song. I think it's really, really interesting to listen to, man. I had a lot of fun listening to it. When I listen to it again on Friday, as it releases, I'll be able to know, based on the vocal mix, whether I had a say in getting this to, I don't know, sound better. And if I did, if you take my advice into consideration and you release something that I helped you make, I get a cut. I just gotta say. All jokes aside, yeah, Little Terrestrial, thank you so much for sending this in, for trusting our ears with it, and for letting us to listen to it early, and even considering what we have to say about your song before you release it. So I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later. Everyone stay safe. Peace out.